Let me see if this works. Yep, it did work. Okay. All right, G. So, anyone who has a question, please raise your hands. Um, we have about, so far, about 20 people. And I can take 50 people. 60 becomes too much. So we'll take 50, 50. After that, we'll close the conference. Just letting people join now. शुरू कर देते हैं, I think. Let's get started. मेघना जी, you are number one. क्या बात है?
मॉर्निंग सर। एक्चुअली
कैसे हो आप?
आफ्टरनून, आपके लिए तो आफ्टरनून है।
मेरे लिए आफ्टरनून. आप वेस्ट कोस्ट पे हो?
हाँ, मैं सियाटल में हूँ अभी।
चलो, somebody has to live there also, I guess. हाँ जी, बताओ. How can I help you?
So actually, my question is a little related to my family's B2 visa. My mom already has a B2 visa, but my dad and my sister, I'm applying for the visa for this month. So May में उनका biometrics and June में they have their visa appointment. The thing is in the DS 160, I mentioned that I will be sponsoring their visa and I'll be supporting them, but I got laid off and then now I don't have payslips. So
नहीं,
I'm
पहली
just
बात
thinking,
तो ये है, मैं आपको इंटरप्ट कर रहा हूँ फॉर अ सेकंड जस्ट टू करेक्ट समथिंग फॉर द record.
okay,
ऐसा तो कोई रूल नहीं है that they have to have a local sponsor.
okay,
Okay. That's kind of a made up rule. And of course, the consulate can say, कि भैया आप जा तो रहे हो, how are you going to support yourself and who's going to support you? They can, of course, ask that. But to say that that's a per se rule, yeah, everybody has to go through that, it's not really required. ठीक है? So going with that, since it's a non-essential document, um, you must have savings, right?
I do have savings.
अच्छा.
I can show for them.
अगर जरूरत पड़ेगी तो 2-4 हज़ार आपको दिखाने पड़ेंगे. I mean, I don't even know if they'll ask for it. That's
Okay,
highly unlikely, but getting laid off is not necessarily a deal breaker for them. बाकी साहब पता नहीं, consulates, they are full of surprises. Never know what they do. देखते हैं.
got it.
So,
Because even
anyway,
I'm on my B2 visa right now, so I don't know
okay.
whether that's the strongest argument for them
Well, the
answer.
thing is, it's not required. So if it can be removed from the forms, because I don't think there's a requirement anywhere that you have to be sponsored by somebody, right?
Right. So
So
I can change the DS 160, add these, and then use the same
yeah,
appointments?
yeah, there's no, I mean, I think so, because if you go to the State Department frequently asked questions,
Yeah.
they tell you how to do that after you've submitted the form. तो उसका क्या कुछ करना होता है. Go take a look. From what I remember, what you do is you print out the old form and the new form and bring them together. ऐसा कुछ
Okay.
करते हैं हम लोग. So
Got it.
I don't remember all the details.
Okay. Also, I have my sister who's mentally disabled. So my dad will be assisting her with answering the questions.
Mhm.
So will my mom also be able to go with them as an additional person to make sure that she's safe? Or she...
That depends upon the consulate. I
Okay.
think they typically allow one attendant.
Okay. So my dad is also on the visa appointment. And my sister is also on the visa appointment. I'm just thinking कि उन्हें मुश्किल होगा to handle the questions and my sister. So I'm thinking my mom also should be able to join them.
Actually, I mean, is she agitated or is she just a calm person, your sister?
She's calm, she's not harmful to anybody outside, but the thing is she might not stay in a spot. If you make her stay in lines, she gets very frustrated and she might
Mhm.
want to try to leave. So I'm just thinking अगर window पे मतलब उन्हें परेशानी होती है तो she might just want to leave and then my dad will be handling documents and her as well. So
You can look at the frequently asked questions the consulate provides and see if you can reach out to somebody. Maybe
okay.
hard, but worth a try. We all make do with what we can, right? So,
Yeah. Also, this one I don't know whether it's a valid question, but unka biometrics and visa appointment are about a month apart. Can they do biometrics and can I reschedule the visa to a few months, like whenever later, in case I need to change it? Or does it or both have to be done together?
I don't know the answer to that. मेघना जी मैंने तो कभी अप्लाई किया नहीं.
Okay,
So
sure.
people find out and they educate me actually because this is all information in the public domain. Usually you can just find out. Um, Technically biometrics पुराने थोड़े ना होते हैं. I mean fingerprints remain the same all through your life and pictures का ही होता है. They can always take them again. So I don't know. आपको पता
Okay.
करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome जी. Yaman साहब, go ahead.
थैंक यू राजीव जी। राजीव जी, सो आपने फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ह्यूज थैंक यू, आपने वो ब्लॉग आर्टिकल लिखा अबाउट
Oh,
दैट
I'm
एच वन।
always, I'm always, I love to be corrected and to be informed. And also, many lawyers are good scholars, very good scholars. So it's
हाँ
always good to listen to a second opinion or a third opinion. I always thought that we can get infinite, and I think part of it is because we always did,
या
and
या
that's because the priority dates kept sliding back.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I've been here, Rajiv ji, almost 15 years now, but ये इस rule के बारे में I had obviously no idea until a few months ago. So Rajiv ji, I think the question in my mind is, okay, so that is the problem, and
By the
we,
way,
mm-hmm.
I forgot to add something. I have made a note on the write up for myself. I haven't published it yet. I only sent you a copy.
Uh-huh.
The, the there was a ruling from the Supreme Court of the United States last year. So for everybody here, usually what happens is because executive and judiciary, which is government and the courts, are two co-equal branches, they don't like to interfere with each other. That's called separation of powers. Okay. So there was a rule developed over a number of years where an agency was given deference on how they interpreted their own regulations and statutes.
Mm-hmm.
तो अगर स्टैट्यूट में लिखा है कि इसका रंग काला है तो एजेंसी could say well it's really gray and light gray or maybe even dark gray, and the courts would put up with it.
Mm-hmm.
That rule was set aside. Now the way the courts are going to interpret is called the Loper-Bright decision. In the Loper-Bright decision, the court said, look, इंग्लिश तो भैया हमें भी पढ़नी आती, तो एजेंसी में ऐसे कौन से सुरखाब के पर लगे हैं कि वो हमसे ज़्यादा अच्छी इंग्लिश पढ़ सकते हैं. So if we find that the agency's interpretation is not correct according to the written word, then our interpretation is as good as the agency's. So that actually makes certain very interesting ideas. So think about it. You can get 3-year extensions
Mm-hmm.
after your H-1B 6 years expire, as long as your priority date is not current, right? Then you
Right.
go to the 1-year provision. Okay. Now, if and there is an exception unless there is what is that called? There was an
S-
exact
Special
say
circumstances, something, right?
circumstances beyond your control,
Yes, yes, yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, now here is the interesting thing. What control do I have over loss of job? And what control do I have if my new employer won't start my green card? I think it's the ultimate example of no control. So I think at some point they're going to get challenged in court, and this
Mm-hmm.
nonsense about the way they are interpreting the regulations and the statute is going to get challenged.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because circumstances beyond control is already there in the regulations, but the way they have interpreted it consistently, just because you haven't filed a 485 is not circumstances beyond your control. I can't file without there being a second green card, and I don't have any control over when my new employer would file my green card. These are
Right.
circumstances beyond my control. तो इसको भी चैलेंज कर सकते हैं आप. If you get pushed into a corner, I think seeing them across the aisle in a court may not be a bad idea.
So Rajiv, like I know someone who actually was denied
Mhm.
this H-1B extension. This was, I think, last year, and that actually added to my worries. Ki like, okay, so they can do, I mean, especially in the current environment, they can do whatever they want, and they are obviously doing a lot of different things.
Not quite, not quite. They can try to do whatever they want, and they do have a
Mhm.
lot of power, being a co-equal branch of the government.
Uh-huh.
They have a lot of power, but they don't have infinite power.
But Rajiv ji, I guess the question is कि अगर I really hope it doesn't come to it, but if it does come to like next year that H-1B extension becomes an issue, and let's say they don't accept it or prove it, so any advice, like I still have a year to go to, like what can I do? I mean, I am switching employers hopefully soon. I can
Acha,
try
I won't
convincing
have
them.
time to go over all the details,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe sit with one of the large language models and figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, um, let's say you filed for a national interest waiver.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that got denied. Okay.
Right.
Or you filed for a national interest waiver and it stays pending for over a year.
Uh-huh.
Normal processing time is 9 months, 10 months, right?
Yeah.
Then you get an RFE that gives you another 3 months. Can you use that to get one year extension? Yes, you can. And not only that, if it is denied and an appeal is pending, which is another 6 months, you can
Mm-hmm.
get 1 year extension.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just keep this in mind. So figure out the timing. Oh, guys, we have enough people already. I'm going to have to stop admitting people. I think we have like the 49th and the 50th person joining. तो ठीक है ना, इसको जरा ध्यान में रखो आप. This might
ठीक
work for you.
ठीक है. Okay. This is helpful.
ठीक है?
Thank you, Rajiv ji.
Oh, you are welcome. All right, guys, I'm going to stop admitting people. Give me 1 second. Let me close our conference. क्योंकि 50 से ज़्यादा लोग तो बात ही नहीं करी जा सकती. I mean, I try very hard, but it can't be done. Give me 1 second. अरे बाबा. How do I close it? Host tools. Got it. Let me admit one more person and then I can go to host tools, lock meeting. And anybody who's not able to raise their hand, वो end में बात कर लेना मेरे साथ. Lock meeting. Okay, done. All right, Ji, let's go on to the next person. Chakri Ji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv. So I'm on H-1B, my wife on H-4. We filed H-1B and H-4 extension in April 2025. My H-1B extension was approved, but my wife's H-4 extension is still in progress, still in process. It's been almost more than 1 year, and I raised service requests and followed up with congressman, but I got a generic response from USCIS. Uh, so we both recently got Canada PR, and we must travel to Canada before July 2nd, 2026.
Achha, Chakri Ji, 1 second. Let me clarify one fact. Yours was an extension or was it a change of status?
Extension, both. I'm on H-1B, so mine was extension on H-1B.
And she was on H4, so hers was an extension as well. Acha. So just for your information, double check the details with your lawyer. When you have a change of status pending, you cannot travel outside without losing the request for change of status. So let's say you had filed for F1 to H1 change of status. Then you had to travel. If you travel, your change of status is abandoned, but H1 can still be approved for consular processing. Under ordinary times, that would not be a problem, but now with Trump's 100,000, that has become a problem.
My
So
H-1B is already approved, the
you
extension.
just let me finish
Okay.
what I'm saying. So when it's an extension and if she travels with you, I don't think she'll have any impact on her H4. Okay. But again, double check with your lawyers. It's always a good idea. I don't have all the facts. Smallest variation in the facts can change everything. Double check, but if there is just an extension, you should be able to travel and come back. Okay.
Back, does she have to go to the visa interview, a H-4 visa interview in
That's an
Canada?
interesting question. It's not the visa interview. I wonder if AVR protects her because she doesn't have status and she won't have the most recent I-94. I'll have to look into it. I don't know the law off the top of my head. You've heard of AVR, right?
Correct.
So for you, because your status is already approved, there's no doubt you are entitled to AVR.
I already used AVR last month and traveled and got my PR activated.
Are
So
you trying to bring her with you or keep her behind? Let's get that straight.
trying to bring her with
Okay.
me. So
Okay. So double check that. That's an interesting issue. I've never really had to confront that. I would like to know more about the AVR situation. So,
okay,
talk with your lawyers. You'll get some, I hope, good advice. I don't know
okay,
the answer off the top of my head.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Because she's an authorized period of stay, but she's not in status because she doesn't have an approval yet. So I don't really know what AVR will do. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All the best, Ji. Gautami ji, go ahead. Gautami.
Hi, Rajiv ji.
Ji, ma'am.
Yeah, so I'm asking this question on behalf of my husband. So his STEM OPT expired in last June. So he enrolled for Day 1 CPT University. So he enrolled for, let's say, call it a University A. And after a semester, he moved to different university. Like the curriculum, he was in cybersecurity, so he felt that course is more aligned. So this year in March, his H1 got picked in the lottery, and like last week, his company has submitted H1 application through premium processing.
Okay.
And after submitting it, like he reviewed that whole document, what they have submitted and everything. So he found out that they missed the I-20 from the first university, like before the transfer, he went to a university A, right? So they missed that I-20. And so we're not sure like what would happen. There's like a 4-month gap because of a semester, right? And they missed
I
it.
think this is the kind of situation um, where they should not deny the case. They should send in RFE, and if they
Mhm.
want to be really mean, they could send a notice of intent to deny. But in both these cases, it's just an omission of one document.
Okay, so is it something to worry about? Like, is it a big thing, or
I don't think so. Was this case filed online or was it filed through paper filing?
through paper filing?
Okay. Double check if there's a provision that you can create. I mean, it may be something your employer has to do because H-1B is their filing. I'm not sure exactly how that would work, but look into this. What if the employer created an online account and you uploaded the I-20 through them as
Mhm.
unsolicited evidence?
Or Rajiv, we'll ask him to check with the
Yeah, check with
lawyers.
that. Let me know how it goes, okay?
Or Rajiv ji.
All the
So
best.
this is the only possibility, right, that we could do at this
Nothing
moment.
else that I can think of. No, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Rajiv.
All the best. Bye bye. Aziz Saab, go ahead, please.
हेलो राजीव सर, मेरी आवाज़
Yes,
आ
sir.
रही है?
हाँ हाँ बहुत बढ़िया.
जी सर. सर मैं यहाँ पे यूएस में इंडियन नेशनल हूँ और जो है H-1B एक्सटेंशन का प्रोसेस चल रहा है
जी
और मेरे करंट एम्प्लॉयर के साथ मेरा ये थर्ड एक्सटेंशन है.
ठीक है.
So and originally the extension was filed in regular processing last year June, and my I-94 is expired in November last year. Okay, so currently I'm working using the 240-day rule.
So this is an extension without
Yes,
change.
without change of status. And yeah,
No, not without change of status. There are multiple types of extensions. Is this an extension with an amendment?
no,
Is there
no,
a
it's
second
just the
extension?
regular extension.
Okay. All right. So you
Yeah,
have the 240 days grace period to continue
yeah.
working.
So वो 240-day grace period end हो रहा है is July में, July 28. So like around roughly 12-13 weeks are left.
Sure.
तो मैंने मार्च में प्रीमियम अपग्रेड किया था, मार्च 15 को, और लोगों ने मार्च 30 को आरएफई दी थी यूएससीआईएस ने.
ठीक है.
And that RFE was related to wet signatures on Form I-129.
वो तो दे टेल यू ओके दोबारा से करके भेज दो.
जी जी. तो मेरी कंपनी ने रिस्पॉन्ड कर दिया था आरएफई को, मतलब लास्ट वीक वो लोगों ने भेजा और इस ट्यूसडे रिसीव हुआ था न्यू फॉर्म्स. एंड देन देयर वर मल्टीपल अपडेट्स ऑन यूएससीआईएस portal saying that RFE response received, premium clock started, And then the last update I have is like premium clock stopped on the website. So I'm just curious, what is the reason for them to stop the premium processing clock? And I don't know what is going on.
So one of the reasons can be if the government starts investigating for any kind of fraud or misrepresentation, the premium clock stops and they are actually entitled to keep the money.
Okay,
Okay.
right.
So does the company have any issues with the government from before?
No. This is a big telecom company
So
in US.
I think this may be just a uh, shadow chasing by the government. Yeah, I don't think this should come to anything. But if necessary, now you are in July, maybe next month you can look into filing a lawsuit against the government, if nothing else. Your employer should join the lawsuit, but even if they don't, you can talk to a litigator, see if you can file for your own behalf.
So yeah, sure. Those are definitely options on the table, right? But
Mhm.
I've been like closely following a lot of cases on Facebook, or even there is a website called mycasehub.com. वहाँ पे you can openly see how USCIS is processing. I think it looks like an interim update where they stop the premium processing clock, and then they either they're waiting for an immigration officer to be assigned to the case.
No, but that does not entitle them to stop the clock.
Okay.
It's the only way they can stop is either they have sent you an RFE
Right.
or they have started investigations.
Okay. And so in order for me to legally stay in US and
Oh, let
continuing
me
to
make one thing clear, Aziz Saab.
G.
Uh, you have work authorization for 240 days, but you can stay as long as the case is pending.
Right. Can we can employer I'm just looking at worst case options here, right? But if this petition goes beyond 240 days, whatever I have, can an employer initiate a second petition and still keep me working?
No, that
Okay.
is not an option.
Okay. So my best case is get it approved before 240 days and
Yes, sir.
okay.
Okay.
All right. So thank you so much.
You are welcome. All the best.
Thank you.
Lady with the flowers, what's going on, ma'am? MN.
Hi. Hi, Rajiv ji. Good
What's
afternoon.
your name? Minnesota? What's your name?
Yeah. Yeah, I just have a general
Not
question.
Minnesota. So the answer is no, my name is not Minnesota.
Sorry, yeah, it's not Minnesota. I wish it was. Yeah.
Why? Why that's not, that's, why not
Maybe
Hoshiarpur then? Why is this?
maybe USCIS would take me more seriously.
Arey Baba. I told one of our clients today, most of you might have heard this, but it's still worth mentioning that there was a huge argument between a donkey and an elephant. Donkey said the grass is blue, and the elephant said, "What are you talking about? It's green." And they argued over it for the next couple of hours. Finally, elephant being the reasonable, you and me, he said, "Look, let's go to the king of the jungle, ask him."
Hmm.
So they went to the king and appeared before the lion, and he heard the whole thing. And he said to the donkey, he says, "You can go. It's okay." So the donkey left, and
Hmm.
then he called his guards. He says, "Beat the hell out of this elephant." And he goes, "Hey, man, I was right. What happened?" And he goes, "Why are you arguing with the donkey? You need to be punished." So, so much of the government behaves like a donkey.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're kind of caught
Yes.
in the crossfire
We
now.
are the ones who get punished for that.
Correct. Yeah, especially these days.
Yep. The grass is blue, ma'am. Yeah, that's fine. It's blue.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, I just have a general question about this like B2 pending status.
Yeah,
Um,
first of all, let me report something to the community. So we had been hired for a bunch of these B2 issues.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we hadn't filed the original cases, and some of them have been getting more and more bizarre. Okay. Um, but so far, things seem to be working out. You know, we had
Oh,
one denial, but almost every other case got approved.
that's great. Is there any trend you can share about that? About
Hmm.
um,
Yes,
like, are there original B2s, or are there extensions also being approved?
I got
And
extension approval also, but I think I got lucky more than anything else. Um, Normally, first B2s, they might give, at least they've been approving in most of these cases, especially where you actually mention, I'm going to look for a job.
mm-hmm,
If you said, I'm just going to entertain myself and I have to take care of my lifestyle and, take care of my belongings, those cases are a little bit more difficult to win, especially if you have a H-1B filed.
mm-hmm,
Okay. So the trend is this. You have a B2 pending, an employer comes and they say, we are going to file an H-1B for you, premium processing. You'll
mm-hmm,
get an RFE in the B2 and you'll get an RFE in the H-1B.
mm-hmm.
Same time. Okay. The B2 will say, why are you looking for a job if you're supposed to be playing tennis all day? And the H-1B will say, he's not maintaining status. We can't give you H-1B within the US.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a trend. But so far, it seems to be working out for most people. We did get one denial. I'm still confused why that was denied. Others were approved. But then I like to be the elephant.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Um, so the trend that I have seen from like folks that join your calls and also people that, posted their experiences is that
Mhm.
it's almost like USCIS is treating them as individual tracks. Like you have to prove the B2 intent
Mhm.
separately,
Yeah.
like, that I'll go back to India and I
Mhm.
have ties there and I've, done XYZ here to wrap up, and also tourism and other things.
Yeah, the wrap up and tourism cases are very difficult to win if you have an H-1B going.
Right, but what I've seen is that it's like when we filed the B2, we did have that intent, and then the intent evolved over time. So that's what they're asking to prove. Like, did you actually have an intent to wrap up affairs or not when you filed the B2?
You see, here is the way I look at it. When I came to this country, I had the shoes on my feet, maybe 4 or 5 pairs of clothes, and about 150 books. Okay, that's all I had. And if I had to leave the US, that's all I have to pack. There's not a whole lot more, even after years of living here. So
Hmm.
it's a little bit disingenuous to argue that I it'll take me 6 months to wrap up my affairs.
Hmm.
Okay, so I've always believed that you should be absolutely upfront with the government. If you're going to look for a job, say I'm going to look for a job.
But in that case, there's also that noise.
Never lost a case where I said that.
Okay.
Knock on, knock on
You.
wood. Still some pending. So
Okay, okay. So even in the extension cases, have you?
extension तो मिलने की नहीं है. Extension is very very difficult because it's hard to justify यार 6 महीने से तुम wrap up ही कर रहे हो. One case in which we were successful was in which he actually had a medical procedure.
Yeah.
Or B2 पे medical treatment is one of the permissible activities.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we're doing a lot of these cases. So many so that we actually don't have time to take more. अक्सर हम लोग को बोलना पड़ता है. Wish we could, but we can't. Many
How?
of, जी,
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with me. I actually sent my cover letter for review to you.
अच्छा.
But वही थोड़ा time लग रहा है.
वो तो
So
because I won't have time. That's my problem is um, the my schedule is so busy. They were telling me अभी सवेरे बात कर रहे थे कि सिक्स्थ की अपॉइंटमेंट दे रहे हैं unless something very urgent comes up. Then they start pushing it earlier in the morning. So I had
right,
people calling from California at 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock my time.
right. So yeah, like basically in my case, it's the same, similar to what you said, like because of some medical issues which I have proof for. I couldn't, do the B2 activities, which was, like wrapping up stuff.
Then देखो, if you have a genuine situation, that should be explained and demonstrated to the government. चाहे वो गधे हैं लेकिन है तो living being ही है ना.
Mm-hmm.
They might be willing to listen to reason. That's what we can hope for. And so far they seem to be.
Got it. तो उसमें like, do you still recommend mentioning the job search as well in the extension cover
Again,
letter?
that's not something I would like to explain or comment on in the abstract. I do have to review what you have sent, and I do have to review what is the reason. अभी आपके पास अगर time है तो just tell the front desk to give you an appointment. अगर time नहीं है तो just sharpen your questions and maybe I can answer them.
Yeah, that's the only question, Rajiv ji, कि I couldn't, do the wrap up
No, I
part.
think देखिए अब medical reason तो हमारे control में नहीं है ना. ऐसा
हाँ.
कौन सा है जो कि कहता है यार I mean, I had a guy this morning, I was reviewing somebody's case. We are filing a response to the notice of intent to deny. And he had to have a rhinoplasty. Okay.
Mm.
तो मैंने जब rhinoplasty देखा ना, तो first thing I did was I said, is this plastic surgery is this cosmetic plastic surgery? Do you want to look pretty? Is that why you're doing it? Well, turns out he actually had a very severe deviated septum.
Okay.
These kind of things should be made clear to the government. This is not a hobby surgery. This is something that was needed.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, that was the
Yeah, rhinoplasty is nose job, right?
right.
So I'm
Yes.
thinking, क्या ये अपना सुंदर बनने के लिए कर रहा है, क्या चल रहा है? But he really had a medical issue.
I mean, maybe there is a case to be made there that it's required to be done in the US, can only be done in the US.
That's true. I guess so. But चिंता मत
Um,
करो. Just be honest, be straightforward. That's the way I deal with it. I mean, so far it seems to be working okay for me. ठीक है?
Acha, okay, so extend it and like mention what happened and like, mention the intent
देखिए
to
मैं
depart.
एब्स्ट्रैक्ट में आपको एग्जैक्ट क्वेश्चन तो आंसर नहीं कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन आई कैन टेल यू दिस. If your story is truthful, your narrative is truthful, I personally feel your chances are better.
Mm-hmm. So did you actually explain the rhinoplasty details in the cover letter?
We
Like,
provided enough information, and
okay.
actually this guy had something else interesting also. Uh, मैं याद करने की हाँ, he had another weird thing in his case. What he did was, so extension expire हो रही है, didn't file a second 539. In response to the RFE, just said, give me another 3 months. So typically you're required to file a 539 for that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just trying to piggyback on the existing 539. So yeah, it had a lot of issues. देखते हैं क्या होता. So, but the point is, our job is to make the best we can with what we have.
Okay, and in that case, there is no H-1B, right? It's only B2.
नहीं, उसका भी H1B चल रहा है साइड पे, उसका भी H1B चल रहा है, तभी RFE आई. Actually, NO idea है,
Oh, okay, and it's still pending.
still pending. All
Okay.
right.
So the other general question is
I'm
unlawful
gonna have to
presence.
we're gonna have to cut it short. I got a lot of people waiting.
Yeah,
फटाफट
yeah.
से पूछ लो, 10 सेकंड में रिस्पॉन्स कर दो.
Unlawful presence, it starts accruing only after the date of denial, right? Not from the date of filing the B2, if there is a
No,
B2 denial.
after the data. If you file in a timely manner within the 60-day grace period, unlawful presence doesn't begin until the day after the date of denial.
Okay.
All right.
And that's for extension as well, same case. B2 extension.
No, not if you filed within 6 months, you filed an extension. If the case is denied after the time that you asked for extension, well, actually, the regulations don't read like that. I'll have to double check. Law has so many nuances, but for an extension, there might be a little bit of a twist. If your original 6 months have already expired when you filed for the extension, but then you would not be in a timely, you won't be timely anyway. Let me think about this for a moment. So I filed it, extension is pending, authorized period of stay, I daisy chain another one. But if the first one gets denied, yes, if the first case gets denied, the extension doesn't protect you. Your unlawful presence begins the day after the denial. Got it?
Okay. So within the 6 months, if there is denial, then there is no bar issue. There's no
No,
3-year bar.
no.
But if it's beyond 6 months, that's when we have to be careful.
That's when you have to start looking at the 180 days.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
But let me clarify this one more time.
Okay.
So you have one B2 pending.
Yes.
You asked for 6 months.
Yes.
It didn't come through. In the 6th month, you applied for another 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
First one was still pending.
Yeah.
45 days later, the first one got denied.
Mm-hmm.
Does B2 protect you, the extension? No.
Just B to protect the extension? No.
Does the
Okay.
extension, because you had two cases. One was for the first 6 months, other was for the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
The first one gets denied, the second one is no good. Doesn't protect you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Sit
Okay.
down and figure it out. It's not that difficult.
Okay. But yeah, I guess the rule you always warn us about is the 6-month bar, right? Like,
180 days, not 6 months. 6 months is more than 180 days.
okay, 180 days. So that's when we have to be careful. Like if it's still pending
Well, you're
beyond
still
that.
deportable even during those 180 days.
Right.
You're not legal, but at least you're not accruing unlawful. Well, you're not barred for 3 years.
Right. Okay.
Okay? Chaliye. All
Okay.
the best.
Okay. Thank you, Ji.
You're welcome. I have a very difficult name with this, Shuklaji. Mrinalini. Mri,
Yes, Rajiv.
हाँ,
Yes, Rajiv ji.
शुक्ला जी
Yes,
ठीक है.
so yeah, मुझे मेंटेनेंस ऑफ स्टेटस आरएफई आया है. Uh, मुझे मेंटेनेंस ऑफ स्टेटस आरएफई आया है फॉर H-1B ट्रांसफर. The thing is कि for first RFE was on the same topic, and now this I have received a second RFE. The situation is that कि I was
एक मिनट, शुक्ला जी एक सेकंड.
जी
The first RFE that came was in the B2 context. B2 के अंदर ही आया था वो.
नहीं H-1B.
But you got another one for the same reason?
Correct. Yes.
Okay,
So
that
this
makes
is
no
a,
sense.
so this is an H-1B transfer case,
अच्छा.
and I'm trying to transfer from employee 1 to employee 2. Employee 2 doesn't have. We got an RFE where the questions were asked, your pay stubs have. I was traveling. I work in management consulting, and I was traveling to different states for work, and they saw that I have other states listed in my pay stub. So they are questioning that if you like, we need this. This might be a violation of status, so we need your proof of that this was not. And then I went to my employer 1. My employer 1 said that they cannot make legal arguments on behalf of this, and they said that they have covered this language in my H-1B petition quite extensively, that there will be a lot of travel involved in my work.
But I don't understand this, Shukla ji. Why are you dealing with it? Why is your lawyer not dealing with it?
Because my lawyer doesn't have experience. So they initially, my lawyer filed some response, and that was not sufficient. And then we got the second RFE, and they said that they won't be able to do anything. So now they've agreed that I can work with an independent lawyer to draft that response, and they'll be able to review it and file it.
So work with somebody more experienced. What is your deadline?
I have to file something by July first week, but I'm trying to file it sooner because I want to start soon.
Yeah, sure. You have time to respond. You can try reaching out to our office, but if you have somebody else who is a little freer than us, you can of course talk to them. They might be able to get to it more quickly. Um, our office, I know we are pretty swamped. People are pretty busy, but July
Okay.
deadline definitely we can make no question about it.
Yes. The question is though that I was traveling on, so some of the weekends I was traveling in and out the whole time. I was
मेरी
not.
बात सुनो,
Yes.
शुक्ला जी.
Yes.
This is a lengthy discussion. Okay.
Yeah.
Many kinds of travel are allowed.
Yeah.
There's something called peripatetic jobs.
Correct.
If a job is peripatetic, it typically means you are in home station for a couple of days, then you're gone for 2-3 days, then you come back again, then you're gone again for 2-3 days, 4-5 days. So this keeps
Yes.
happening. That means the nature of your job is travel. That's one
Okay.
situation. Another situation is in any 12-month period, 30 to 60 days, depending upon the situation, you're allowed to work in any location in the country as long as you're
Correct.
not misusing the petition, the provision.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was traveling for 94 work days.
You traveling for what?
94 work days.
During 3 years.
Last 1 year.
And here is the interesting point.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, the way the regulation is written, it is 30 days in a particular location. So, for example, you could go for up to 30 days in a 12-month period to Pennsylvania, another
Mm-hmm.
30 days to Minnesota, another 30 days
Yeah.
to Arizona, and
Yeah.
that's allowed. You just can't go more than 30 days to the same location.
Yeah. That's the thing. I was traveling to one client for about 60 days through the year.
But did you travel and come back, or did you stay there?
So I was traveling and coming back to my base location, but there were several weekends when I was traveling to Houston to be with my husband because it was closer to East Coast and it made more
But
sense.
it's the workday that matters, right? Not weekends. Weekends are yours to keep.
Yeah, yeah. It was sometimes it was like I was traveling on Thursdays and then Friday I was in Houston.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I think you should look at, I mean, definitely work with somebody who's more experienced, knows what the issues are. And if there's a way out, they'll find it for you. Okay.
yeah, I'm really struggling to find lawyers. I reached out to like 50 plus lawyers, but I don't think they have experience in this matter, and that's why I was checking
देखो
with
भाई,
you.
हमारे पास we'll take time. We won't be able to do it overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and we are pretty busy with our existing H-1B filings. They've become another pain in the tuchus because government has changed some rules. So
Yeah.
if you expect overnight returned or even in a week or 10 days, it may not happen. But if you send an email, you can send it to me. I'll check with the team and give you some estimate of how much time it'll take for us to get to it. Send me the RFE. I'll talk to
Yeah.
the team, see what we can do. Okay.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Rajiv. I will
Yeah,
talk to them.
help@immigration.com.
Yeah.
Okay. All the best, Ji.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Amit Ji, go ahead. Amit.
Hi, Rajiv ji. So my case is about a H-1B layoff situation. I was laid off back in January. My 60 days ended March 17th. A day before that, I applied for a change of status to B2. And at that time, I had a job offer.
ठीक है.
And the moment they realized that's a change of status from a B2 pending, not a active H-1B, they rescinded my offer. So in my B2 pending application, I had only asked for a bridge period, but I had also said that in case it takes longer or it doesn't convert properly, I would want the whole 6 months to look for another job. Now I have another offer, and they might be willing to take the case. They are talking to their legal team, but I'm expecting RFEs on both the H-1B and the B2. How can I be better prepared to reply to both of them?
You can't be. जो भी आपने देवताओं के साथ नेटवर्किंग करनी है कर लो. Basically, it's a mixture of good luck, good lawyering, and the exact situation that you have. So facts, law, and some luck is involved in these situations.
Got it. Should I, in advance, seek legal counsel to reply to my B2 pending RFE that I'll get, or should I
I
wait?
think I think you are going to get it, but it would be a good idea to talk with your lawyers and ask them, are you comfortable dealing with this because it might happen.
Okay, so they will deal with the H-1B case, but replying to the B2 RFE would be
They
on my
can be
own.
hired. On one hand, your employer has hired them. On the other, you can hire them too.
Okay, got it. So I can have a conversation with them separately, pay them, and hire them as my own. Okay.
It's so much easier for the same lawyer to do it.
Yeah.
You could always get your own lawyer, but why?
Correct. But it would be advisable, according to you, to get a legal counsel to reply to that, right? Not do it myself.
Oh, no, don't do it yourself. Please don't do it yourself.
Okay.
I have seen such messes. Don't do it yourself.
Okay. All good.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Chat GPT knows a lot of things, but it doesn't know how to be a good lawyer. Not yet.
Okay.
Give it another
In
year or so.
case the law team from the firm is not willing to take me, then can I reach out to your team? Would you
You
have?
can certainly reach out, Amici. It depends. We are constantly hiring. We are trying to expand our team, but it takes time to train people. No
Okay.
matter how much they claim they know, it we work differently. So and we only take cases that we can handle. We don't go beyond that.
Okay. Got it.
All right. All
Okay.
the
Thank
best, Ji. All right. Take care. Bye bye. Nimit Ji, go ahead, Nimit.
हाय राजीव जी। तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मतलब मैं यहाँ यूएस आया था 2022 में ऑन L1A एंड देन आई थिंक योर ऑफिस ओनली हैज फाइल्ड माय I-140। वो अप्रूव हो गया था I-140 एंड देन माय कंपनी गॉट एक्वायर्ड बाय अनदर कंपनी, सो दे फाइल्ड I-140 अगेन इन मार्च 2024 or 2025 I would say.
They filed I-140 again.
Yeah, they filed I-140 again.
So that means this was an acquisition as a successor in interest.
I think so. Huh. Yeah.
You want to private chat the name of the company over to me?
Yeah, sure. It's encapsulate. I think you must be.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Encapsulate is वो क्या नाम है इन दोनों का? Ajay.
Ajay, yeah, correct.
Ajay and
Correct.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they were doing well. I know they got acquired by, was it Ernst & Young?
it
Deloitte.
was in 2024, but they filed my I-140 again in 2025.
Huh. Okay, that was a successor in interest. I remember that.
Yeah. So now in this case, I mean, my green card process is also going on. So my I-485 was filed because my date was current last November. So they filed my.
Nimiji, that's fine. That's how it should be.
Yeah, but my question is, so is अगर I-140 अप्रूव होता है तभी 485 की प्रोसेस वो हाथ में लेंगे, मतलब is it really necessary to get it approved? Because
see, so let me clarify that question for you. First of all, if you have an I-140 pending, and then you file a 485, they'll continue to process the 485. They won't hold it. For example, they'll continue to process EAD, they'll continue to process advanced pro, which takes 2 years. Okay. Just because I-140 is not yet approved, they won't hold off the rest of the ancillary processes. But they cannot ever approve a 485 without first approving an I-140.
Okay. So I mean, in general, because it's more than 6 months, they have filed my 485. But in general, I mean, what I heard is people get it approved like in
hand. I have a concern regarding that, and also I got the one I-20 from the university. So I have a concern, like should I go ahead for finding the change of status from H-1B to B2 or H-1B to F-1, just to avoid any kind of circumstances in the future while switching back the status again to H-1.
That's looking at the wrong way. First of all, nobody should be applying for B2. I think B1 is the better visa if you're going to apply. Okay. Whether you should apply for B1 or F1 depends upon a couple of factors. First, do you think you can find a job in next 6 months? That would, if you are able to, that I would say my answer would be let's do B1.
Okay.
But if you said, look, Rajiv, I really want to earn a degree and I want to go back to school and I have this reason for it. For a good reason, I would say F1 is better.
But do you think while switching back the again F1B to H1, it will get an issue?
No issue. We do it all the time. It is getting on to F1 that is the problem. Getting off F1 is not the problem.
Okay, the another reason I am switching back to F1, the reason behind I don't have any I-140 approved and my H-1B is going to max within a year. So I just want to save that particular time at least for the new employer, because I'm planning to file my EB-1A petition similar on the parallelly once my F1 get approved.
And of somebody who is a genuine student.
Yes.
Okay. So your reason is that I just want work authorization. For you, best of luck. I doubt that you're going to be able to get through. Okay. But if you're a genuine student and you can prove it, how do you prove it? By your circumstances. Your chances are much better. So if you're going to look for a job and that is the reason, I think B1 is the way to go.
The reason behind that, I got the I-20 for the project manager and I completed my master's in the computer science, but not in the project manager. So I also want to go in that.
That's all. I hear that 10 times a day. And I say, and I'm on your side, I want to believe you and I don't believe it.
Okay.
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 Yeah. So I personally feel That B1 for people who are looking for a job, F1 for people who are serious about going back to school.
But there will no issue like once switch back from F1B to H1, right?
F1 to H1B is not the issue. It is the uh, getting the F1 that is the uphill climb.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
All the best.
Okay. Thank you, Raj.
You're welcome, Ji. Bilwani Ji, go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much for conducting the community calls.
Of course.
So I'm currently on STEM OPT and it's expiring on December 12, 2026. And unfortunately, I didn't get selected in H-1B this year.
Mhm.
So, and my pregnancy due date is on September 21, 2026.
Okay.
The state is providing me with 16 weeks of paid maternity leave with a flexible start date. So if
Okay.
I take my maternity leave on September 15, it would continue till Jan 15, and I could adjust accordingly. So I have 3 semester options to join Day 1 CPT college, which would be August, November, and December. I was wondering if I could join in November, but then I would need to take 1 week. I mean, my friends have taken 1 week of unpaid leaves for the service transfer. So I would be on a paid maternity leave during that time. So I was wondering how that would work.
Okay. So here's the problem.
Mhm.
And check with your DSO because I don't fill out service paperwork.
Okay.
Um, it was always believed that if you were just rolling your service over to a new program,
Mm-hmm.
you could have a gap of up to 5 months between programs.
Okay.
November is more than 5 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could have usually a gap of up to 5 months. And I think that's something you need to check with your DSO.
So I would be on status in the
That's
5 months.
the problem because currently you are on student status.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you have more than 5 month gap, does that put you out of the student status? Because there's some conflicting information from the government.
Mm-hmm.
So double check with your DSO what they tell you.
Okay.
I think more than 5 months may be dangerous for you.
Yeah.
All right.
So, or
So
I could
November may not work for you. Double check with them.
yeah. So, or I could join way before my pregnancy due date, which would be August.
And then you could take a reduction in course load for medical reasons. Yeah, that's something to discuss with your DSO.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
All the best, Jim. Ananya ji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv sir. Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you, certainly.
So a little bit about my situation. I was a F1 student around till February, but my service got terminated due to unauthorized work because I forgot to inform my university that I was working with an employer. So I changed my status to B2 before the service was even terminated. Right now, it's more than 2 months. I applied on February 6th. So I just wanted to know that is there any other way I can expedite B2 application or any other alternatives I could search for while I'm still waiting for my B2 application to have some decision?
No. Because you could have had a reinstatement if the school was supportive.
Mm-hmm.
The other way to reinstate is to change programs and go outside USA, come back using old visa and new I-20. Who
Mm-hmm.
knows how that would play out? But those are the only two alternatives that I see in your situation. They may not be available. So B2 appears to be waiting for B2B to be approved, seems to be the only option left.
Oh, also, my employer, they are still waiting and they are supportive for the situation. So if attaching a letter, something or the other from my employer, would it help my case?
I can't think of any way that can help.
Mm,
All right.
got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Ji. All the best.
Thank you.
Sai Venkataji, go ahead, please.
Hi, sir. I have an issue with this year H-1B 2026.
there is so many different rules happening. What
Mhm.
happened is I have OPT right now, so I got a job in contract like 1 year. So and this year I got H-1B. So I'm planning to file a petition like a consular process. So if I may pay like 100K or is that like no need to
No.
worry about that?
So your question is, if I if this year by June, if I apply for a consular processing instead of doing a change of status, does my employer have to pay or I have to pay 100,000? The answer is yes, you do.
Okay. But like if I need to work like right now I can work like OPT. After like 1 year I can like file a new petition like a change of
No.
status.
So this is what I heard. The most recent buzzword or word on the street is that if you ask for consular processing and you haven't paid the 100,000, government just denies the H-1B.
Okay. What
So
about like if I can file a petition on counselor and for example next year I just withdraw the old one like 2026 and I can file a new petition on next year like new lottery and everything like complete.
yeah,
I
you
can
can
do that.
choose not to file this year, uh, and you can apply for lottery again next year. Sure, but can you file for an H-1B consular processing without the 100,000? Not that I know. I don't think you can.
Okay. So how is like I cannot able to file a petition this year. That was the
You
only chance
can.
that.
You can just bring $100,000.
No, but like
Right.
yeah, if I need to file a new lottery next year, so I have like two more chances, so I can file a new
I mean, you
H-1B
can
next
choose
year.
not to file this year. That's up to you.
Okay, I cannot file like if I can file and I got approved that
नहीं वो तो
and
मैंने
next year
आपको
I
बता
cannot
दिया
able
ना
to do that.
कितनी बार वही बात करेंगे वो बता दिया मैंने आपको can't file without the 100,000. You can check with your lawyers. Best of my knowledge, no, you cannot. All right?
Yeah, okay,
All the best.
thank you.
ये चौकसी जी ये रणबीर कपूर वाला पोज है आपका क्या चक्कर है ये?
नहीं सर, वो 2019 में खींचा था, मैं डांस करता था तब, इसलिए।
नहीं तो मुझे तो अभी भी लग रहा आप वैसे के वैसे ही हो 2019
थैंक यू सो मच।
बहुत बढ़िया बहुत बढ़िया टेल मी व्हाट कैन आई डू फॉर यू
यस सर, सो एक्चुअली राइट नाउ आई एम ऑन F1 स्टेम ओपीटी और मुझे एक कंपनी खोलनी है, एक एलएलसी खोलनी है। एंड द थिंग इज, इट इज अ टूल जो ऐसे लोगों को जॉब्स बेटर अप्लाई करने में हेल्प करेगा। Now the thing is, one of my relative here, who is also of the same background, is a citizen. मेरे मौसा जी है वो, तो he is willing to be a partner. तो मुझे देखना था कि how do I structure my company in such a way कि I can also own the company and I can also work for my company on STEM OPT.
This is definitely far more tricky than doing it on an H-1B. Because
Okay.
if you do it for STEM OPT, now OPT के लिए it's okay, much easier. STEM OPT it's much more difficult because there are a couple of components.
Hmm.
One, you have to have an employer-employee relationship with your company. Okay, that means somebody can fire you, somebody can control you. Okay, now technically that is possible. What if you had a board of directors that's independent and your documents, whether it's a partnership agreement in the LLC or it is a bylaws or corporate documents that clearly say that the board of directors can let go, let you go, let any employee go. So that's one part, employer-employee relationship. Tough call, difficult to prove to the government. I think they are going to be highly intolerant of self-owned companies.
Okay.
More I see of this government, the more I figure that's what's going to happen. The second part, the second component is somebody has to supervise your training because your
Yes.
I-983 has to be filed and they have to supervise your training, decide what you will be doing. So that is the second part that could be tricky. Okay. I
Okay.
have situations like that. One person I know has done it, and she was okay. She did all right. But now I have my doubts whether this could go on and could become a problem for people who try to do it now.
Okay. So let's say I only own some part of it. I have a board of directors as well, like 2 to 3 people.
नहीं, but
उनमें
एक second, Shamin ji,
हम्म
अगर if you let's say you are a minority stockholder, okay, let's say you are 20% or 25%, and the other person is 75%, then already they are in charge. They can fire you. Um, you don't have control over the company, in other words.
Okay.
So you may not need a board of directors,
Okay. Okay.
but you should have a shareholders agreement, or if it is a LLC, an agreement between the principals, that it is understood that you will have an employer-employee relationship, which is separate and apart from your equity, and that
Okay.
your services can be terminated for a number of reasons. That you can list the reason. Doesn't have to be, because remember, every employment, as far as I know, in this country is at will. That means you can leave whenever you want. Employer can fire you whenever they want. Okay. But if you have a contract that I can only be fired for 11 reasons: fraud, misrepresentation, fund mismanagement, this and that, then it will be much more difficult for them to let you go, because the reasons for which you can be let go are already listed. It's not at will employment. And
Okay.
typically, it'll flow both ways. You would also have to, if it's an arm's length transaction, you will also have to commit to work with them for, let's say, 2 years. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that's possible if you are a minority stockholder. I think, of course, let your lawyer sit down and kind of go over the entire set of regulations, make sure there's nothing that could come back and bite you later. But off the cuff and off the top of my head, these issues are the main ones that you need to worry about: employer-employee relationship and supervision.
If I choose my employment that they can fire me at will, I can quit at will. I hold minority. There are two other partners who will manage me. They are of the same background.
I
If they
think that's a
can,
much better case.
okay, okay, that works. And
Yeah, I
uh,
think that should work. Okay. But
perfect.
then again, before you get into it, please have somebody study it. Make sure
Definitely,
it's nothing.
definitely.
What is the mood of the government right now? What does the donkey say? Just make sure that, we kind of keep track of all those things. And
Sure,
that's
sure.
pretty much it. On an H-1B, it's a lot easier.
Got it. Got it. So, abhi to, I don't think my second attempt of H1B just went. I still have one attempt,
Hmm.
but I think it's unlikely. But on the other hand, I also had another question. Like at the same time, I'm also looking for investments which can be counted as awards for an O1 visa.
Yes.
And वो तो अपने हिसाब से. But I have a cousin as well who is into the same field as I am. But he's underage. He's in grade 9. So can I employ him as a volunteer or something like that?
More an issue of employment law than of immigration. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And
Got it.
almost every state I know has rules about people below the age of 14 being hired.
Okay.
What are
Okay.
those rules? Whether you need the parental consent, what are the limitations, what hours they can work, all those things. So as long as you clear out those rules, why not? So
Got
check
it.
with, if he's going to work remotely, because I have a young friend who's just 14 and she's
Yeah, he's
working.
also 14.
Yeah, so yeah, she's providing, she's interning,
Okay.
and under the rules of where she's working from and where she's supplying services to, that's not a problem.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Perfect. And also, like, I'm planning to get recommendation letters from people of my current company, my dean of my college, and everyone for O1. So, is there any particular format that I need
Oh
to
my
take
God,
care?
that's a 2-hour job. I won't get into all that.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
I'll tell you this, that any of the good large language models will give you, based upon your resume, certain recommendations, and they
Sure.
tend to be more good than bad. And if you want to double check, I would check one against the other. I would tell
Okay.
I will tell Claude, this is what Gemini says. What do you say? and I'll say, tell OpenAI, this is what Gemini, Claude says, what do you say? It's always a good idea to check.
Sure thing, sure thing. So um, I'll reach out to you again. I think there are
Sure.
other people waiting as well.
Yeah,
So
a whole bunch of people.
we also can have a conversation apart from this, that if you are willing to take up this case or not.
Shamanji, I would be happy to, but if there's a case to take,
Definitely.
remember, we don't help you build your resume. That's not a part of our.
Yeah, I understand. I
Okay.
understand. Yeah.
But what people do is, I would assess their qualifications, answer their questions, but then they do consultations with us from time to time as they build their resume.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
So once it is resume is ready to be processed into a case, we take over from there.
Sure thing. Sure. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, जी. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
कौन से किस तरह का डांस शामिल जी? Hollywood?
Bollywood, freestyle, hip hop.
That actually I meant Bollywood. अच्छा.
हाँ.
Did you learn professionally or did you just do it by yourself?
No, I got it from my mom.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा.
हाँ.
माँ क्या
कथक
थी?
डांसर थी.
कथक करती थी.
हाँ.
अरे very nice. चलो, all the
Okay.
best जी.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Sharma ji, Vishal.
Good afternoon, Rajiv sir. Thank you for all the help that you do for this community.
Of course.
Actually, I'm returning to your call after quite some time, and I like this new format. So thank you so much for that. My question is, so I'm on H1, my wife's on H4, and she's a student pursuing masters in counseling. And her course requires she does internship as part of the curriculum, all right? And that's like requiring practical experience working with practicing counselors. So my question is, can she do that? And does it matter if it's paid or unpaid? Because she's on
Yeah, it does matter a lot, because government's approach to unauthorized employment takes two angles. One, are you getting reimbursed in cash or in kind? Then it's probably unauthorized employment. And two, are you taking an American worker's job? It can be either or. So yeah, I would check with the school if I were you, and see what they say, and make sure they know that she's on H4.
Yeah, so even if it's unpaid, she can't do it. Is that what you meant?
If it is unpaid, I think it's a lot easier to make a case that it's not unauthorized, especially if it is not taking any opportunity away from a US worker.
Correct. And it's part of the curriculum. So basically the
I
school.
think so. Another thing you can ask the school is, would it be easier if she converts to F1? Because you could convert her on to F1, do it premium processing, and then I think it should be all right, especially because that's well accepted. And even on H4, it may be okay. Check with the school. They should be able to give you the answer.
So my perm application is under progress. So will it matter if I convert her to F1?
Yeah, absolutely. Remember, she does not have to be a derivative of your non-immigrant status to get a green card. So she could be on her own H1 and still get your green card. She could even be outside the US and still get your green card.
I see. So the school actually asked me to refer to an immigration lawyer for this purpose. So that's why I was like a little confused.
Yeah.
So basically the answer is like I should go back to the
This
school.
is the way I see it. Okay. Vishalji, the way I see it is, the regulations say that H4 people can go to school. Okay, that's clear. Nobody has any doubts about that. If going to school involves practical training, why should that be prohibited?
Correct.
That's just common sense. Okay. But then often law and common sense don't live in the same neighborhood.
The donkey and the elephant, right?
Donkey and the elephant. It's just, क्या बात करें इनके साथ, क्या argue करें, ठीक है? तो मतलब ultimately तो this is where we are. In fact, we are in a very strange environment where even US citizens are not safe. They are getting killed. So who knows what these guys are doing? But I'll tell you this, that just makes sense to me. I would love to have the time to be able to indulge my own curiosity and find out more about it. But I am a little pressed for time myself.
Understood. So the safest way would be just to convert to F1 is what?
वो school से पूछ लो ना, because that is for sure. That is 100% sure.
Correct. Okay.
Nobody can take that away from you क्योंकि उसको आप प्रीमियम कर सकते हो.
Okay, awesome, sir. Thank you so much.
हाँ, और एक बात और भी है ना कि F1 पे फिर when she finishes she should be able to get OPT or STEM OPT whatever is available.
वो H4 पे नहीं है क्या?
H4 पे नहीं कर सकते आप. You don't
I
get
see.
OPT on H4.
Got it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate
All
it.
the
Thank you
best.
so
You're
much. All
welcome.
right, bye-bye.
You're welcome. Rohit ji, go ahead, Rohit.
यस सो राजीव जी मेरा स्टेम ओपीटी में हूँ मैं अभी इट एक्सपायर्स इन सितंबर सो इवन आफ्टर 3 years I didn't get the H-1B. My company is not willing to do day one CPT, but in spite of that I think I can find an employment between now and when my OPT expires. But just my question is, what would be the way to like, should I go for day one CPT program, or should I do something else that is plausible?
I would love to see you go for a Cap-exempt H-1B if you can.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So I've talked about this many times. I'll just summarize it for you. So there are 4 kinds of Cap-exempt H-1Bs. One, you are working for a non-profit research organization, and research does not mean it has to be kill rats and write papers kind of research. It can be social research. It can be engineering research. It can be any kind of research. Okay. So non-profit research. And remember, you don't have to be a researcher yourself. If you are supporting the mission, which is pretty much every worker in the company, then you're H-1B exempt. Okay. Non-profit research. Number 2, government, federal or state government research. Number 3, institutions of higher learning. Higher learning includes community colleges usually. And many of the local schools are also exempted under the next category. These are nonprofits affiliated with institutions of higher learning, like university hospitals, and like I said, even sometimes local schools, which have a tie-up with community colleges. One key point to remember is it is not the employer whose Cap-exempt status helps you. It is the job. So let's say you work for a staffing company, but they place you to work in, let's say, George Washington University Hospital, which let's say is a non-profit affiliated with George Washington University. Okay. If you work there, even though your employer is a staffing company, but your job is located at a Cap-exempt organization.
Got it.
So that job is Cap-exempt. Okay.
Okay, got it. Thank you for clarifying that. But I think just to make sure I have some kind of stability, I think I'll go for day one CPT program because that would give me.
Dekho, Rohit ji, remember one thing. There should be a legitimate reason for that, not just getting a CPT, because I think that could come back and bite you. So
Got
I'll
it.
give you an example. So let's say I have a lot of interest in AI, okay, and I want to learn some particular aspect of AI. Or I have an interest in statistics and I want to advance my knowledge and maybe take statistics as a career.
Yes.
That's the reason I'm taking that degree, not because I just want work authorization.
Sure. So my reason would be for that is abhi ki meri jo degree hai, it's industrial engineering. But since I don't have a management degree to be promoted to a next position, I would do a project management or even a MBA or DBA kind of degree.
Okay. Yeah, remember a lot of people are doing MBAs.
Exactly. I would go for DBA, to be honest.
Yeah, just be careful with that.
Yes.
And if you go to a really good school, that's an excellent indicator that you are trying to advance your career.
Okay, I got that noted. I think that answers my question. Thank you very much, Rajiv ji.
All the best, ji. All the
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Pranita ji.
Hello, Rajiv ji.
Hello, ma'am.
Thank you for this call, Rajiv ji. So currently I'm on F1 and my husband is on F2. So I'm asking this question on behalf of my husband. So we change my status from H4 to F1 and his status from H1B to F2 from you, like when he got laid off. And now F1,
From
F2
you,
has...
did we do your case? I don't remember. Did we do your case?
Yes, yes.
Chalo, very good. I'm glad.
Yes, and it has been approved. So now the thing is, he got new offer, and his company lawyer asked him to submit documents in which they are asking to submit my current school transcript. So as I haven't started with like masters yet, I don't have transcripts. So as you mentioned earlier, if we are changing status from F1 to H1B, then we should complete at least one semester. So but as he's on F2, so
नहीं,
how...
F2 पे तो वो रूल अप्लाई नहीं होता ना प्रणीता जी. The reason they are asking you for proof that you've been attending school, etc., is to because F2 can only maintain status through you. If you
Yes.
are maintaining status, then they have met the first requirement of maintenance of status.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why they are asking. But let's say you are in between for some reason, you're not attending school, but that school is still, they consider you to be a student in good standing, whatever the circumstances are. Then that's all you need to demonstrate, that I don't have to actively be in classes right now for this XYZ reason.
So the college is not started yet. It will be starting from May 4th, like from next Monday.
But before that you were attending, right?
No,
अच्छा, तो
it's
जो
not started yet.
आपका जो F1 है, that is going to the school is going to start in August.
May 4th.
May 4th, okay. जो H1 फाइल कर रहे हैं, that's a first time H1B or is it an RFE response?
No, first time F1B, H1B.
H1B. So there is a page. If you Google F1 change of status uscis.gov.
F1 change of status. Yes, okay.
Yeah, that page has still not been archived. That page clearly says if you have applied for F1 change of status while you were still in status, even if there is a gap between your previous status expiring and F1 beginning, you are considered to be in status, or you're considered to be legal to stay.
Yes.
Right? So you can talk with the lawyers and see if they can use that rule to his advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
So we
Other
don't
than
need
that,
to wait till my first semester to get completed, right?
yeah, I no, completed for sure. But even if you start attending, that would be much better.
Yes.
Okay. Or attending to आ गया ना, May तो आ गया.
Yes, from May 4th.
Tomorrow is May. So that is even easier. So just show them that you are attending classes. School just began. You started attending classes.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not required that you have to finish a semester.
Okay.
All the best, Jane.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajiv.
You're welcome. Swananji, you're not from South movies, are you?
Hello, Rajiv. No, I'm.
Oh man, I like that guy. He's such a good actor.
It's a so Ananda kind of a thing.
Tell me, how can I help you?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. And thank you so much for your support on this platform. I've been following you and Yuri for a long time. And you have helped me a lot. So I'm done with my college. I've got a job in Atlanta area right now. I'm on F1 STEM OPT. My wife and daughter, they have valid B1, B2 visas. So they visited me last time for a short period of time.
But they
So
are living back in India.
right now they're in Bangalore, yes, sir. But now we wanted to stay together, of course. Now we tried the F2 visa. So we got the interview in Mumbai consulate, but we got a 214B. So that was denied. Now,
That is so idiotic. If they have come and gone back, isn't that the proof that they don't intend to break the law and live here permanently? What nonsense.
yeah. Anyways, you know how things are there right now.
Yeah.
So
donkey
anyway,
वाली बात आ जाती है ना, क्या करोगे? ठीक है भैया.
yes.
Grass is below. That's fine.
So now they are planning to come here next month on, of course, B1, B2. But one of my friend introduced me to this 539 something change of status. So they were saying that I can do their change of status
देखो
to
ऐसा
F2
है,
from US.
if somebody enters the US with an intention to change, that can be called into question as fraud.
Okay.
Okay. But if somebody enters the US with every intention of going back, they have a return ticket, they have not resigned their job, kid has not quit school, and let's say 3-4 months later they change their mind, I don't think anybody can question that. I mean, they can question it, but at least you have a very good defense.
Got it. And my wife has a stable job in Bangalore, and my kid goes
So
to.
if she doesn't resign, they might. Government has often asked people to explain how can you take, X number of months off your job. And if you say, well, I'm going to work from here, that itself could become questionable. Is that even allowed?
Right. So she has got a 6 month sabbatical leave approved starting from May 1st.
So sabbatical is she working? She's working for a private company? Is she working for a school?
She's working for a continental MNC.
MNC, okay. Yeah, if they have sabbatical as a policy and she's getting a sabbatical, I think that's good enough reason.
Okay.
All right.
Is there any other safer alternative? We just want to be together as much as possible
H1,
till I get
H1,
my
H4.
H1.
H1, H4.
Okay.
Safest.
And this F2 change of status, if we try, will that have any negative impact on further H4 processing for them?
As long as they're not held to the fraud standard. So if it's fraud, it's a big issue. If it is not fraud, then no problem. Mere denial is no issue. All right.
Okay, got it. And one last question was at the port of entry, there won't be any concerns, right? Because there is no intent
Nobody
to
can predict that, Sananji.
Okay.
Nobody can predict that. It's up to whatever they get stuck with at the port, whether it's an officer who's unnecessarily vigorous in their questioning, or somebody in a bad mood. Who knows?
Got it. Okay.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. Was that Alexa talking?
Yeah, I mean, Alexa is going off without telling the keyboard also these days. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much, sir. That's
You're
what I
welcome. All the best.
Thank you.
Vaibhav ji, go ahead. Vaibhav. हेलो वैभव.
हेलो.
हाँ
हेलो.
जी.
नमस्ते सर.
नमस्ते सर.
एक मिनट. Yes.
जी.
Okay. Sorry. And thank you so much for hosting this platform. Every time, you have been very much useful with your advices, Sir Rajiv ji.
I
So
hope so.
that's something very much grateful we have been.
My
Okay.
pleasure.
So starting with my question, I have a couple of questions related to my H1B and the H4. So currently, I'm on H1B status under my initial 3-year approval period. And with the current petition expiring, I mean the visa expiring in December 2026, this year. And I am getting married in June 2026 of this year. And those are the questions are related to H4 visa application process. So my question one is considering the current H1B approval, which is valid until December 26, is it advisable to proceed with completing the DS-160 and scheduling the H4 visa appointment using my existing H1 petition, I-797 approval notice? And same time, if the H4 visa is approved based on my current H1B approval, is that the visa officer generally issue the H4 visa only through December 26, or is there a possibility of a longer validity period?
So they can never issue an H4, at least not anyway I can think of, beyond the approval of the H1B itself.
Got it.
Okay. Now, but remember another rule. You can apply for an H1B 6 months ahead of the start date of the H1B. So that means in June this year, you could actually apply for and obtain an H1B that becomes effective from December onwards. So if you are going for your marriage late in June, it might be worth it to file it and get an extension. Um, look into this. I know that they allow you to change your DS-160 information to a certain extent. To what extent it should be looked at in the frequently asked questions from the State Department. What I'm thinking is this: what if you are able to apply for and get an extension with a new petition, whereas you already had made an appointment with the old H-1B? Could you combine the two? And that way you got 3 more years of H-1B. Okay. So just look into that, what the frequently asked questions say about you walking in with a different DS-160 than what you had filed.
Got it. Understood. Yeah, I looked into
Yeah,
this
yeah.
FAQs. So technically,
Last time I checked, there were, of course, distinct classes. One was your DS-160 is not yet submitted. You can change whatever you want. But if it is submitted, I believe what they told us was that you have to file another DS-160 and then bring a printout of the old one and the printout of the new one together. Something like that. I don't remember exactly how it worked.
right. Yeah, that was the case. But very recently, 10, 15 days back, they came up with a new update saying like, until and unless we submit the DS-160, our visa scheduling portal will not move ahead. Beforehand, it was not like that. So,
Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm saying is you actually go and make the appointment. And after you've made the appointment, if you get an extension, you fill out another DS-160. And I don't know how it connects to that case, but I believe that's done manually because you walk in
yeah,
with DS-160s.
got it.
Right?
Yeah,
Look into that. All right.
makes sense, makes sense. And another question to this
Make it. I'm going to
thing is,
answer one more, then I have to move on.
yeah. The question is like, the primary H-1B holder, does he needs to have a valid visa stamp printed on the passport as part of the evidence that needs to be provided to the visa apply
Not
officer?
required by law. Not required by law, but consulate can require it.
Okay.
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 So before they give your wife a visa, they could say, "Oh, your husband's H4 visa is already H1 visa is already expired. Tell him to go get a visa stamp and send us a copy of that." The problem is these days to get a visa stamp, you have to go back to your country or your home country or country of residence.
Right. Mhm.
And so that's why I was thinking if you could just avoid all those hassles and get an approval before you leave.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the approval, just having the I-797 with the extension, will that serve the purpose for she having the longer period
That's
of
a that's
H4?
a that's a different approach. That's up to the government. I already told you that. But what
Yeah.
I was hoping for is that you get your H1, you've made your appointment at the consulate, and then you got an extension and did a new DS-160, and then you go in with both DS-160s if that's allowed, so that you can get an extension for the next 3 years on your visa stamp also.
Got it.
All
Got
right.
it. Yeah.
All the best.
Understood.
All the best.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank
Take care. Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Pooja Balani. Do I know you, Pooja? Are you our Pooja or somebody else?
I have joined these sessions before back in, I think,
Okay,
November,
because
December.
I have another client who's Pooja, but I don't remember her last name. You
Oh,
are
it's
not
a
that
very,
Pooja.
it's a very common name.
That it is, as is Rajiv.
It is.
So,
Um,
Haji Pooja ji, what can I do for you?
I have two questions. So my STEM OPT extension will expire on May 21, but the US visa on my passport expires June 2027, and my questions are relating to these expiration dates. First, I wanted to know if I can travel to India between now and May 20 for a medical emergency back in my family.
Acha, your OPT is finishing in May?
Yes, my OPT is finishing in May.
That's tricky because you're so close to the edge.
Yeah. Is it risky?
Yes, I think it's risky. Unless you have a good explanation of what you intend to do when you come back. I have posted messages from community members where they came back with, um, I think, 3 months remaining on their OPT, but I've never had anybody
20 days.
tell, yeah, 30 days. Yeah, I think it's cutting it too close, Poojaji.
Okay. Okay. If I just need to come back to sort of like pack up my things. So the other like my employer is working to relocate me to Canada. They're filing the paperwork like for they're
Were
filing
you
the
talking to
work
me on
permit.
LinkedIn? Were you are you the one who was talking to me on LinkedIn?
I had texted you on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I think we talked about this. Yeah, so the answer to that is that might be a lot easier, and it might be even easier if you can show that you already have work authorization for Canada or the visa for Canada.
The only tricky part about it is that my immigration at Amazon, my employer, they confirmed that my work permit for Canada will take at least end of June. So that was pushing it too late.
So why don't you do this? If you have to go and it's a medical emergency and we have no choice, first of all, be prepared to be turned back.
Mm,
Okay. If you're turned back, you'll have to go directly to Canada next time.
right.
Number one. Number two, get a letter from your employer that says we want to note for the record that we are preparing an
Hmm.
application for Canada. She'll be relocated to Canada.
Okay. I do have like offer letter and everything from them
Yeah, an
for my
ancillary letter that talks about
yeah.
your relocation to Canada. I think that would be helpful for you. All right.
Okay. 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 Thank you. And in the event that I do not travel to India and I continue staying in the States and I get my Canada visa by end of June, should I switch my status to like B1? Like how should I go about not being out of status for that
You have
time?
60-day grace period, no?
But is it safe to use that grace period? I've
Sure.
heard that
Perfectly,
it's
perfectly
we should
safe.
okay.
Why not? It should be safe. All right.
Okay. And it's like let's say like after a year or two when I am returning back to the States with the same employer.
That's not illegal stay. That is not
Okay.
unauthorized stay. That is grace
Okay.
period allowed by law.
Okay. What do I have to do something to access that grace
No, you do
period
not.
or
You
just
do not.
okay. Okay. It's
You
just
do not.
automatic.
It's automatic. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All the best,
Thank
Pujaji.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Aditya ji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv sir. How are you? And thank you so much for doing this sessions. They have been very helpful.
My pleasure.
Uh, I I will lay out my case now because it is kind of a weird situation. So I graduated in like the first week of May 2025, and I like my OPT period started from July 15th, 2026, and the end date was set to July 15th, 2025. It started from the end date was set to 15th July 2026. Now my university reached out and told me that your end date has to be within 14 months from program completion. So I had to reapply for my EAD card and I did so. But then they asked me to check like what entails, like what is your program completion mentioning about. And so my new EAD is in processing right now. So what
Okay.
documents do I need to upload like to ensure that they choose the correct end date also? Because my university told me that they will be making the ultimate decision.
Okay, so if I understand this correctly, one of the rules is when you get OPT, it must be completed within 14 months. The 12 months must be completed within 14 months, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, your concern is you want to make sure that they put the correct start date for you, and you've asked for
The
it.
the correct end date, because for my current
Acha, correct
EAD, it
end
is,
date.
yeah,
Okay.
the end date is invalid because my university mentioned this rule, and I mean I checked the rule of 14 months is there, right? So 15
Acha,
July
acha, ठीक है, ठीक है,
2026 right now is invalid. So I applied
ठीक
for
है,
a new EAD and I attached some documents like my I-20 and other forms, my like
ठीक है,
my
ठीक है.
transcript and
So
all.
hold on. So,
Yes.
okay. So you just want kind of a reminder to the USCIS that, hey guys, I want you to make sure you pick the right end date. Have you already applied for your OPT?
Yeah, I have applied for a new EAD card right now. I applied like a month back. It's still in processing. I applied for premium processing a week back because it was going to take like forever to get done without it.
Okay.
And
So
since
hold on,
yeah,
hold on, hold on.
yes,
So there are two options that I see, and I would do both things. Figure out what the premium processing email address is.
okay,
Email them a letter, just 4-line letter. Don't make it too much for them to read. Don't
okay,
overload their context. So just tell them that you want to bring to their attention that the end date has to be no later than XYZ.
okay. Just a clarification on that. I was confused between just two dates. For example, my program completion mentioned on I-20 and
Mhm,
the and my graduation date displayed on my degree transcript given by my university, right?
mhm.
So when you applied for like a EAD renewal or so in these cases, you can attach additional documentation and like I mean and more information as well. So I wrote like an entire document explaining both these dates, what the dates are, and have
Mhm.
submitted it to
Yeah,
USCIS.
no,
So
I think you have given them enough information. But your
okay.
question to me was, I want to be super sure, so I want to send them a reminder. And then there are only two ways to do that that I can think of. Write
Mhm.
a letter, send it via email to the premium processing people, and also upload it as unsolicited evidence to your account.
Exactly. That is what I did. I have attached all of the information and I've done the unsolicited evidence thing. But I have not,
Mhm.
I have not mentioned which date to take because my university said they are going to make the adjustments. So
Yeah,
you
but
just give them.
you can let them know
Okay,
what the issue is, no? So
okay, yeah, yeah. I have like completely laid out the issue, mentioned both dates, mentioned this whole thing. And so I'm
sure.
hoping like they will take care of this. I mean, I am kind of correct in assuming they will, right?
Ji,
Because
ji.
because this has been kind of a situation for like quite some few months. So just wanted to make sure on that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All the best, Ji.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Raju ji. Have a good day.
You're welcome, Ji. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Lokesh Ji, go ahead. Lokesh Ji, bye Aditya. Lokesh
Rajiv
Ji.
ji,
Uh-huh.
sorry to interrupt you. I have a
Uh,
call in 10 minutes. Is it okay if you tend to me before that?
I hate to do that to other people, but
Yeah.
अगर आपको जाना है तो जाना है, but make it really quick then.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready. Then.
नहीं, I can take you now. I mean,
Oh,
जरा
okay.
जल्दी पूछ लो जो भी है आपका.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
आपको
I, I,
आपको तो मैं मिला हुआ हूँ पहले कभी.
जी.
जी
Shubhangi.
जी.
Yes, Rajiv ji, I messaged you on LinkedIn regarding my RFE. I was moving from H-1B to F-1 in a day one CPT college.
जी.
So I just wanted to ask. I'm basically like doing a resignation in my current employment because I want to actually learn more skills and transfer to like a college where like I can just learn more AI skills, and that's the program, the MBA program that I have.
Mhm.
Um, so I got the RFE because the university is based in California and I am based in Seattle. So like they sent me a long RFE. I'm sure you have seen it. Like I sent you on LinkedIn 2, 3 days ago.
वो तो मुझे पता है वो तो same RFE. I can actually copy and paste the same thing over for everybody.
So I'm just surprised. Like they just basically are asking me for everything. I feel like they checked all the boxes, and
Mhm.
I have a feeling that they're doing this to like buy themselves more time because maybe they're like short staffed or something of that
No,
sort.
there it's an unstated policy of this government to make immigration as unattractive as possible.
Yeah. So now should I like so I have currently like I do have current H-1B right now. I am wondering if I should resign after I get my approval for F1 because like if in case I don't get approval for F1 then I don't want to be out of status.
Well, when does your F1 begin? What is the start date on the F1?
It was on May 4th, which is next Monday. That is
Yeah,
the
so then
intake.
the problem is ideally you should resign only after approval. But
Right. So yeah.
if the moment you get change of status, you're no longer authorized to work. So therefore you won't be able to give notice.
Got it. That's okay. That's fine. That's totally okay.
Okay.
But now I have requested, because I got the RFE like 2 days ago, right? So I've requested for a deferral I-20, because there's no way I can submit everything and like they'll get back to me before May 4th. And I don't want to start
That
classes in
should be
like,
fine because that's one of the choices the government always gives you.
yeah. So, okay, that's what I'm doing. I didn't email Anna for like the services from immigration.com. Do you have the bandwidth right now to take such cases is what I wanted to ask.
Check with Anna or Sumanji. SUMAN@immigration.com. Sumanji. Sumanji is in charge of everybody. You can check
Okay.
with him. Take care.
SUMAN.
Hanji.
Okay. Yeah, I was very scared about this RFE, but you actually just messaged me on LinkedIn that this is a very normal RFE. So I was laughing with.
Routine hai hamare liye. Take care.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we don't take it seriously. Like, a snake catcher never is relaxed around a snake. They have to be careful. But that doesn't mean they're running scared. It's just normal for us. Take care.
Yeah, I just don't know how to navigate this through the situation. I was not expecting this. Like, I think what they want me to is build a case that I intend to show non-immigrant intent.
This is common. Another Thursday in the office. No big deal. All right.
Okay. And then
I have
I'm
to
just
go.
getting. Okay,
Shubhani,
sounds good.
a
Yes,
lot of
yes,
people
of
are.
course.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Lokeshji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv ji. How are you?
Good. How are you, Ji?
I'm good as well. I just have a question regarding my current situation. So I was laid on H-1B and then I
Just
transferred.
1 second. I'm getting a private message. So, guys, whoever was not able to raise their hand, once we finish the people whose hands I can see, I'll ask people if there's something remaining. अरे वाह लोकेश जी, आपने तो शक्ल दिखा दी, ठीक ठाक हो. हाँ जी, please go ahead.
So my question was, I was laid off on H-1B in Jan, and then I filed for day one CPT, I mean change of status in March, and my day that is still received and it's not been approved yet. So I have to defer the admission. So should I upload my new I-20 under unsolicited evidences, or should I wait?
I would do that if I were you. Yes.
And will there be any consequences because it's a natural, because I have to defer
No,
it?
because they are going to ask you to do it anyway.
Okay. Okay.
I don't see any negative consequences. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Best, Lokesh ji.
Thank you.
पढ़ो लिखो कुछ बन के दिखाओ.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. All the best.
Thank you.
लोकेश जी हो गया. ऋषभ जी, go ahead. Rishabh.
Good. Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you. Thank you so much for organizing this.
जी.
तो सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है. बेसिकली मैं अभी मेरी STEM OPT एक्सपायर हो रही है दिस मंथ एंड मैं डे वन CPT प्लान कर रहा हूँ. आई ऑलरेडी हैव मास्टर्स इन मैनेजमेंट साइंस, बट वो 1 ईयर का प्रोग्राम था, तो मैं MBA एज अ सेकेंड मास्टर करने की सोच रहा हूँ. और मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोर्सेज ओवरलैप हो सकते हैं, तो मैं उसकी वजह से इलेक्टिव्स में बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स और डेटा साइंस लेने की सोच रहा हूँ. और जो मेरी जॉब है और जो मेरा पूरा बैकग्राउंड है वो MBA से अलाइन करता है, बट क्योंकि कोई कोई टेक बैकग्राउंड नहीं है तो मुझे ये बेस्ट लग रहा है अभी. और बट मेरे कलीग्स मुझे ये बोल रहे हैं कि USAIS को लगेगा कि कोर्स रिपीटेशन हो रहा है और बाद में H-1B में भी अप्रूवल में दिक्कत आएगी फ्यूचर में. और जो मेरा अटॉर्नी है वो भी मुझे यही बोल रहा है, मतलब काफी सपोर्टिव नहीं लग रहा है MBA को लेके. तो आप क्या सजेस्ट करते हैं?
देखो जी, बात यह है कि if there is repetition, that definitely creates for a more difficult case to argue. Why don't you just take an information systems kind of a course where AI
Related to more related to tech.
हाँ जी. That's something I would consider if I were you. All right.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
All the best, Rishabh ji.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye. Satish ji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajesh ji. I'm audible?
Yes, you are.
Thanks for taking up my question. Here is my situation. I am on H-1B and currently I am in India. My work contract ended last January, and after which I traveled to India for vacation while awaiting a potential rehire with the same client.
Okay.
My employer sent me a termination mail as per the standard internal process after my contract end and stopped my payroll following the contract end from January. As per the latest update from my manager, due to budget constraints, my rehire placed on hold. So I'm in talks with my current employer. If I return to the US with the same employer without a contract or project, will I be eligible for 60 days grace period once I reach
Okay,
US?
this is the weirdest situation, Satichi. If you look at the frequently asked questions from the USCIS on their website about the 60-day grace period, they have this weird pronouncement. They say if you are outside the US and you get laid off, you don't get 60-day grace period.
Yeah. Okay.
However, if you are able to enter the US, you get 60 days.
Yeah.
So if I were in your situation, I would be very careful with that because even though their frequently asked questions say so, what guarantee do you have that they won't say, hey, how can you enter without a job if you don't have an ongoing job? You're trying to defraud the government. Okay. Because if they say 60 days is not available, but if you are able to enter, then you can have it. What does that mean? I smuggle myself through Mexico? I mean, that makes no sense. However, that's what you're dealing with. So if you are ultra conservative, don't take a chance. If you are more of a ninja guy and say, dekhi jayegi, so, that's up to you.
Yeah, the current employer is good enough to give me that 60 days grace period to explore new opportunities in US. So they may be giving me a welcome invitation letter to get me back to US, and they go on me withdraw
Then
my
it's a little
H-1B.
better,
So
but do talk with your lawyers before you come in. Okay.
okay,
All
sure.
the best, Ji.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. JP, go ahead, JP.
Hello, Rajivji. Thank you for doing this. So I have question regarding work location. So my wife's H-1B is activated in this January. She's working in Arizona and we are living in California. So we have a baby, right? So she is living there, but she sometimes travel during weekends or also sometimes like during weekdays to home.
All right.
But this company is small, so I think they are providing one of the apartment. So and it is fully paid from the company, right? So we don't have any documents. So in future, let's say like if we do H-1B transfer or any other USCIS case, is there any chance like the RFE can come and we should have some of the documents, maybe like some of the employment letters or what
So
things that
hold
we
on one
should.
second. Hold on one second.
Mhm.
Let me see if I understand the situation. Okay. Your
Yeah.
wife's H-1 is approved for location X.
Yes, it is in Arizona. Yeah.
Okay. Location X. You live in location Y, such
Mhm.
as or such that X and Y are more than 50 miles away from each other.
Yes.
The question is, she's working from my location sometimes when she comes to visit. Okay. Sometimes she comes during weekdays. Sometimes she comes over weekends. Sometimes she also comes over weekdays.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous situation because at any point of time, see, weekends I have no problem. Okay, those are non-working days. What she does with her weekends is her business. But if she comes over weekdays and she comes and works from your location, that could be potentially objectionable. Okay.
I see.
So there are two ways to handle this. One, only let her come during weekends, or next time, or if possible right away, file an H-1B amendment to include both locations. And that would make things completely risk-free for you guys. All right?
Okay. So if we include our current location, then there will be difference in pay as well, right? Like that we need to discuss because for
Yeah,
California,
and
it might be
they'll
higher.
have to pay the highest salary of the two locations.
Okay.
All right.
And so in any case, like should we keep plane tickets or any other documents we have, or employer can provide like, yeah, this employee was working from this location or this many times. So if they can give any kind of letter, that will help in future.
No, I don't think so. I mean, of course, plane tickets or whatever mode of transportation used are better evidence than just a letter from the employer. All right.
Okay.
All the best.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Raji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Thank you for hosting this.
Of course.
Rajiv ji, my question is like I was on H1 and my H1 max out happened in June 2019. So my I-140 was started the process, but it got filed in September 2019 after my max out. And I got approval with a priority date of March 2019. And so what happened is like after June 9th, I was out of status. So before that, I converted into H4 and then I took H4 EAD and till now I'm working on H4 EAD. So what is the way to get back my H1 or what's the other way?
Your I-140 is already approved, right?
Yeah, but that approval came after my H1 max out happened.
So somebody has misadvised you or you have a misunderstanding of the law. You are right now entitled to 3 years of H-1B. You can apply tomorrow if you want.
Okay.
Okay. There's no requirement that your I-140 can only be it must be approved before your H-1B expires. That's not required. All right.
Okay.
All the best.
So what kind of H1, like it will be cap or non-cap we have like for me?
You've already gone through the lottery. No question of a cap. All right.
Okay. So my
I'm
other
going to have to
question.
move on. I've answered your question. Okay.
One question, last question, Rajiv ji.
Go ahead.
My son is going like because of all these H1 issues. My son is going for college in August, so I am trying to convert him into F1.
Yep.
So is that like good to start with? Applying is fine, but going ahead with a premium or normal, plus what should be his start date? We should mention on the F1.
So the start date should be, if you're doing premium, it should be like within maybe 2.5 months, not
Okay.
earlier than that.
Okay.
If it's too early, government will send an RFE, say, give us another I-20 for the next session.
Okay.
All right.
So is that advisable to go with premium or let it be in a normal situation?
That's up to you. Too many variables for me to comment. I can't deal with them all here. But non-premium, see, if he's on H4, as long as he doesn't age out, on H4 he can start school.
Yeah, the problem of H1 laying off the jobs, those uncertainty is going. So that's the reason.
Again, if F1 is filed while he's still in H4 status, he's fine.
Even though H1 is expired, even if H1 loses the job.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
All the best.
Thank you, Rajiv ji.
You're
Thank
welcome. Take care. Bye. Mahmood ji, go ahead. Mahmood. Akash.
Yeah.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Rajiv ji.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I'm on F2. My wife is on F1. I recently got a job, and my company is filing for my H1B transfer and change of status because I was in H1B initially.
Oh, good. Okay.
So my question now is that my wife is about to graduate. We have already applied for her OPT, which is starting on July. She doesn't have a job, but she plans to work for her advisor, like a volunteering position.
So this is the first year of OPT, na? So she can work without. Yeah, that's fine.
Our question is that should I apply for her H4 EAD because I have an approved I-140, or should I let her be her OPT until she finds a job and then
let her be an OPT. It is better to have two different statuses so that she's not
Exactly.
riding on your H1. What if something goes wrong with your job?
Yes, that was my thought because my attorney, they were asking whether you want to file H4 for your wife because she'll get an EAD since you have an approved I-120 and she will not need a sponsorship when she finds a job.
Yeah, no, I've answered. I don't think you should have a dependent status if you have the choice of independent status. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All the best. Akash ji, go ahead. Akash. Hina ji. Hina.
Hello, Rajiv sir. Can you
Hello.
hear me?
I can.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Rajiv sir. I connected to you on LinkedIn, and I have a question regarding my daughter, who is currently on F1 visa, and she's studying here in US. Her visa has expired. Visa stamping has expired because of her previous status of H4, and she wanted to go to India for her visa stamping. So I had a concern whether it would be safe right now for her to travel to India and get her visa stamped.
Visa stamping is always questionable, Hina ji. You can never tell what's going to happen. Okay. So unless it was absolutely indispensable, it has to be done. I never want to take a chance with visa stamping.
Okay. That is what you had advised last year as well. So I just wanted to know if
it's only worse this year, Hina ji. So whatever I said last year, more.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Akash ji. Okay. Srini ji, go ahead. Srini.
Hi, thank you very much for this call. My question is more related to time, and it's time sensitive. So I am currently on F1 STEM OPT. This was my last attempt to H1B as well, and my F1 STEM OPT will expire in like December or something. So my profile got picked in H1B lottery, and I think I have to then change of status. My company will do that October 1. F1 will shift to H1B. So that's what I researched. But the problem is that the layoffs are coming, and currently my lawyers have filed my change of status application to USCIS with premium processing, and tentatively the results or the RFE will come around like 18 May. Sorry.
I know, I just muted Hina.
Oh, thank you. So the results of whether the change of status case is approved or I got RFE will come on like May 18 or something, and the date for layoff will be around like May 20 or something. So my question is,
let me preempt your question. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are wondering whether you'll be subject to the or you'll be exempted from the lottery even if you get laid off before October 1st, the answer is I don't think I have an answer for you. Okay. So the way in my mind, the way it should work is easiest way to predict is if you got an approval of your H-1B and you at least had one or two paychecks after October 1st. Okay.
I will have that.
Okay. So if that is there, then I mean, there's a very good argument that you are exempt now going forward from the lottery situation.
So according to them, I will have 2 months of pay, almost like 16 months of pay, and I'll be on the payroll of the company after May 20.
Not May, October.
Oh, no, not October. May.
Yes. So May, October is when the H-1B kicks in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of people waiting still, so I don't want to take too much time. But the bottom line is, if there is a gradation of risk, lowest risk, H-1B approved, October 1st, you are still working for the company. Okay. After one or two paychecks, you are gone. You are pretty safe. Number two, less safe. Your company gets the H-1B approval and they don't revoke it until after October 1st. You haven't worked for the company. Okay. It can still be argued you're cap exempt, you're quota exempt. Okay. Number three, your H-1B is approved, but you get laid off before October 1st and they revoke your H-1B or they send for revocation before October 1st. This is the most difficult case to argue.
Okay. So how can I confirm the revocation part?
You can ask them.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you very
Bhavya
much.
ji, go ahead, please. Bhavya, go ahead. All the best.
Yes. Hi, Raju sir.
Hello, ma'am.
So last to last Thursday also I joined this call. So yeah, I'm on H4 and my separation is like confirmed. But I have my job, so I want to
You mean
continue my
separation
job.
from your husband?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So like अभी मेरा H4 status valid नहीं रहेगा.
Right.
And I want to continue my job. मेरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पोजीशन अभी SMBC बैंक के साथ है तो मुझे वो जॉब कंटिन्यू रखनी है तो लाइक आई हैव थॉट अबाउट लाइक डे 1 CPT वीज़ा. तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि अभी मैं इंडिया जाके वेडिंग इंडिया में हुआ था तो अभी मैं इंडिया जाके पहले डिवोर्स फाइल करती हूँ देन आई गिव पावर ऑफ अटर्नी टू माय फादर. तो सेकंड सिग्नेचर और वो वहाँ से हैंडल करेंगे फिर कैन आई एंटर ऑन H4
See,
अभी
that's where I
USC
have my problem. It can be argued because I've seen statements from the government in various policy documents that say for immigration purposes, legal separation is the same as divorce. So if somebody is divorced, can they come on H4? Of course not. So my answer is it's very doubtful. All right. Make other plans. These are
Okay.
not safe plans.
So, can I switch on day 1 CPT?
Yeah,
अभी
try to do a
यहाँ से
change of status to F1, do it premium processing.
और F1 like कितना टाइम लगता है H4 to F1 switch करने में?
I told you premium processing, Bhavya ji.
Premium, okay, okay. और if I'm on like day 1 CPT पर हूँ तभी मैं इंडिया विजिट कर सकती हूँ कि नहीं?
No.
No?
You won't get a visa. Very difficult.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
All the best, ji.
That's it, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Farah ji, go ahead, Farah.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Thank you for taking my question. I am on F1 OPT, like first year OPT, and I am just here to basically explore my options and future के लिए थोड़ा ready रहने के लिए. So right now I'm still looking for jobs. I have an internship that is coming up in July, but that will end in December. And I'm not sure if they'll turn that into a full time or not. I am assuming they will not. I got another interview for a senior visual designer position, but it's still an interview. So I'm assuming that nobody is going to sponsor me right now. So I am trying to figure
Farah,
out
one
other ways.
thing, when you said visual designer,
Yeah.
I'm reminded of a daughter of somebody I know who had a similar situation, and she had clients who gave her work. Okay. So her question was, can I freelance on first year of OPT? And the answer is sure, as long as you are working at least 20 hours each week.
Right. So I'm aware that I can do a lot of things in my first year of OPT. I'm going on volunteering right now because my contract just got finished. I was working as a contractor for a month. But I am right now assuming the worst that एक साल में probably it'll be difficult to give a case for my OPT STEM extension. So I had already started building my profile for O-1. So I have at least 15
O1
awards.
is, even in the best of cases, a long shot. Okay.
O-1?
O1 is not that easy. And O1 comes in multiple flavors.
Okay.
There's O1A, which is for extraordinary individuals, top 10%. There's
Right.
O1B, which says distinction rather than being one of the top people, which is for
Right.
artists. Okay, visual artists, performing artists.
I am a designer. My basically my degree at the masters that I
I'm gonna have to make you cut short your questions so
right.
that I can talk to the couple of people who still remain. Tell me what can I help you with? What is your bottom line question?
Sir, can you, if it's possible, can I send you like my resume and can you tell me if this can qualify as O1, basically? I wanted to just evaluate that if I am qualifying for that.
You can send me your resume. I'll take a look at it.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's all I need to know.
Bye, Faraji. Let's see. Akash ji? Akash? Okay. Hina ji, make it really quick, and then I'm going to ask people who have not spoken before.
Yeah.
Ji.
Yeah, sorry to come back again. I have a coworker with me. She has a quick question because she was waiting with me. She was not aware of this conference call. So she'll make it really quick, if you don't mind.
I'll give you a few seconds, Hina ji.
Sure.
I still have a bunch of people to go through.
I'm
Go ahead, ji.
really sorry, but thank you so much. So, Khanna ji, my name is Jyoti, and I'm working on with a non-for-profit organization
Ji.
on H-1B. I'm a researcher as well, but there's a PI who is outside my organization in another state, and he is initiating a research project on his own. There's no funding involved. I'm not getting paid. Nothing is involved, but he want me to do the data analysis for him, and I might get the second authorship in there. Can I do that?
It's difficult to say that. Before you were here, I was talking to other people that government seems to take two angles. One, are you getting paid in cash or in kind? And if you are not, it's probably not employment. And the second is, are you taking the job away from a US worker?
No, he is in the US and he has his own practice. It's just that topic is really interesting to him and for me as well, and we want to do it in
You
collaboration.
said he's not in the US.
He is in the US.
That's what I said. So if it's a job that ordinarily a US worker would be doing, then you are engaged in unauthorized employment. That's the way the government seems to analyze this.
So, but what could be the best way? Would
I have
you?
no idea what to tell you, because these are not bright line answers. Okay.
Um,
There
so
was a
you
time. There was a time when academic activities were not really thought to be a violation of H-1B. Now I don't
I see. So you think
Sorry,
I should refrain?
OPT. You're an OPT, right?
No, I'm on H-1B visa.
H-1B. Yeah. OPT तो फिर भी you could do, but H-1B पे that's the problem. We don't know what is violation of H-1B anymore.
So do you recommend me to keep continuing working with him or no?
I really don't have any thoughts on this, Seena ji. Oh no,
Oh.
Jyoti ji. You'll have to take a chance if you want to continue. I don't have an answer for you. That's just a yes or no.
I see. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. Ji. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, anybody who was not able to raise their hand can just unmute and start talking.
Hello, Rajiv ji.
Hi,
Rohit
Rohit
this
ji.
side.
Mhm.
I'm on STEM OPT right now, and my H-1B got picked this year.
Okay.
But unfortunately, what happened that in February I got charged with DUI,
Okay.
and that case is going on. I mean, I've hired a DUI attorney for that.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to know what could be the consequences of that case with my change of status filing for H-1B.
So change of status is always considered to be discretionary.
Okay.
Okay. And if you are charged with a DUI and ultimately even convicted, even being charged could be bad enough, but being convicted is probably going to be a big problem for you. Okay. So your best way out of this situation is if the court lets it go like a traffic violation.
Okay.
Okay. That's the best case scenario. So Rohiji, the problem is because change of status, H1 is based upon qualifications, job offer and all. But
Right.
the change of status part of it is governed by discretion.
Okay.
Okay. Now the problem is if they say, here's your H1B, go get a visa stamp, then you're stuck with 100,000.
Right.
No way that I know out of it, other
Okay.
than getting rid of that court case. All right.
All right. So one of the question in the questionnaire by my immigration attorney was, have you ever been charged or convicted of any crime or offense anywhere in the
The
world?
answer is yes, of course.
But in the bracket it says other than traffic ticket.
That's not a
Uh,
traffic. DUI is not a traffic ticket.
okay. All right.
DUI is
All
a
right.
criminal
Sure.
offense. All right.
Right.
All the
Okay.
best.
Sure. Thanks.
Anybody else who had a question left over, guys? Okay. Srinji, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a follow-up question as nobody's speaking. So thank you for the second chance. The point which you mentioned, right? That if I get impacted before October 1 and my COS change of status application is approved, you said something which I couldn't understand. So what are the things I should care of and what should I search for so that I can maintain my H1B?
Ideally, your H-1B gets approved and you're actually working for the employer, at least getting paid by the employer on October 1st onwards, at least for 1 or 2 paychecks.
Okay, but if that's not the case, let's say I get laid off or something before
then it's anybody's guess. Personally, I think the almost short situation in which the government will say you don't have an H-1B if they ask for revocation before October 1st.
I see. Yeah, is there like a chance of any other employer filing H-1B or something? I don't know like how it works.
I doubt if that's gonna work, but this is such a murky area. Nobody really has bright answers. So I really don't know how that will work out, Srini.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. All the best, guys. I'll see you again next Thursday. Take care, everyone.
Rajiv, I have one question. Can I ask? Nobody is asking.
I actually have to go.
Okay,
So
sure.
unless it is extremely urgent, let's just